Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is still String and Clad radio show with yours truly, Dollars, and of course, Devil Eye. And together we are the Double D's.
Double D's are on the microphone.
Catch that. We are back for the Fashion Spotlight interview. And right about now, it's one of the most exciting parts of today's show. Joining us in the studio is the visionary behind String and Clad Fashion House in the entire interview. I'm sure, because he's a radio person as well, I'm sure if he had his way, he'll be the one doing this himself. But because he's such a busy man, he's a visionary, a creative force, and a passionate advocate for fashion, talent development, innovation. I mean, through dedication and excellence and unwavering commitment to nurturing the next generation of fashion professionals, String and Clad have built their house into a platform that inspires confidence, creativity, and opportunities for the ones to come. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's welcome Mr. Michael Moses.
Right here, right now.
You're welcome.
How are you
I'm
today?
very well. You guys look wonderful.
Oh, thank you. It's
And
fashion.
I am very much glad to have you guys here.
Yes,
I
we are
mean, you're
too.
doing
Good.
wonderful.
Ooh, okay.
It's an honor.
Okay.
Well done, Indemita.
But how are you doing
And
today?
Dollars, good to see you.
Oh, it's so good to see you, Mr. Michael.
Thank you.
I mean, it's such, like say, an honor because, I mean, we have the CEO of String and Clad Fashion right here. It's something.
The man who
The
turns
honor is
ordinary people to fashion stars. He does a lot of magic, I tell you.
Clack it. So welcome to the show, Mr. Michael.
Thank you.
Let's just start from the beginning. What exactly inspired the creation of String and Clad Fashion House? Like, what was that process like? I know it's been on for a long time. How long?
Yeah, it's, I mean, officially we unveiled String and Clad on 2023.
Okay.
So, but this has been a vision. It's been a very motivating, can I say, inspiration that had been lingered for quite a long time now. But in 2023, we said, no, enough is enough. Let's come up with it. And then we did, and it was a success. It was a huge success. Well, talking about the inspiration behind this project, I would say that in Nigeria, we have fashion situated everywhere.
Yeah.
If you're not talking about fashion in the market, you'll be talking about fashion in the school, you're talking about fashion in the church, you're talking about fashion even in the entertainment industry.
Fashion
Look at us
everywhere.
here.
Fashion
Everyone here is beautifully adorned.
Right.
Yes. So the point is, it's not enough to have a teeming population of youths venturing into this business and then very skillful one at that. It is also enough for them to maximize the fullest of their potential to make ends meet. And so we realize that it is not far-fetched to say that most fashion designers are still relegated to the background.
Okay.
You see a fashion designer, making a ton of 20 years in the profession and still unable to foot his bills. I mean, how many households would want their kids to become fashion designers or to be addressed as tailors? So there are situations where...
I like that one.
Yes,
Tailors.
good, tailor, yes. So there are situations where parents frown at their kids when they ask them what you want to become in future, and they say, I want to become a tailor. I say, now, don't you ever say that again. I mean, it's an example that actually happened with me. When I was growing up, I remember telling my father that I want to become a tailor. And he looked at me and then said, if that whatever comes out of your mouth in this house, I will disown you.
Wow.
I don't want to cut you, but it just reminds me of Vicky James, the popular.
Right.
I mean, when you're talking fashion in Nigeria, the first person that pops into it is Vicky James, and she mentioned that growing up, she never wanted to become a tailor because her mom was a tailor, and she just said this is a job for a poor man.
Right.
That was what came. So she said never, but one way or the other, she did makeup, she did this, she found herself back
in the circle
into tailoring and fashion. Look at her, the biggest.
She's just fly.
True. So, talking about that, we're saying that these individuals who are very talented hardly would make, an equilibrium output. I mean, like the result of their hard work is never commensurate to the input. So that explains the reason why most persons do not want to be directly associated with them. And so, having seen that, we thought about where the challenges are coming from. First off, as a fashion designer or a tailor, you've got to believe in yourself and the skill you possess. See the importance of what you do. Imagine that you are in a world where there are no tailors to make clothes for the citizens. So everyone needs to be clad. And that explains why fashion is defined as an ever-evolving, ever-changing, form of, looks born out of one's need to be admired, the need to be adorned, the need to personalize your style, the need to be distinct. So if fashion is this powerful, a force that captivates every single one, be the young, the old, then it is an important profession that should be treasured.
So would you say, in a nutshell, that this is the reason behind your putting up this reality fashion show on radio?
Exactly. To help the emerging fashion designers to come to terms with the fact that what they are doing is honorable. God himself initiated this craftsmanship when he created the first beautiful garment for Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. So if he could undertake this project, then what about us?
I like to clock that. Come on.
You don't just drop bars like that and walk away. You drop bars and
let it take a pause. Let it sink in.
We sink it in. That was something.
In other words, what you're trying to say is that God is a creator of fashion.
I'm telling you.
He's also a fashionista.
Exactly.
God have mercy.
Oh, come on. I'm like, okay, so I just need to ask you, because I know beyond the radio show, we have an event that pops up from, String and Clad Fashion House. And it's something that was done last year. We've done it before. I know it's happening this year. Tell us a little more about that. Just in a few seconds.
Okay. Now, String and Clad, reality TV fashion show, is a medium through which emerging fashion designers are being transformed into stars. In these very, projects, we capture, fashion challenges and storytelling. And this is something that is not there in Nigerian fashion scene.
Yeah.
So we are motivated to fill in this gap to ensure that, upcoming fashion designers get to have the stage to, express themselves, their creativity, and at the same time, get to show the world the real life hustle that is behind every single outfit. That way, the consumers of fashion products get to appreciate the hard work they put in, and that it is not just enough for you to see a garment that is worn by Rihanna or maybe Beyonce, and you take a picture of it and you come to a tailor and you say, I want you to replicate exactly this. Then you're offering nothing.
Next week, we're talking about this same topic.
Right. So we're going to have you back on air.
Yeah, our fashion designers are not magicians. So
why people will expect them to just turn, magical. But I think I have a thing against that. Right?
We will talk about it next week. Not this week. But before we say adios to you now, I know we will be getting into the update of how people can participate, because talking about a fashion, String and Clad fashion reality TV show, that's something I don't think I've seen before. So I know it's going to be broad, it's going to be much, and it's happening right here in the city of Calabar, which is a lot. So are there updates you want to give people listening that want to be a part of it?
Or maybe it's not yet time to let
the cat out of the bag.
It's rather too early.
It's too early to talk about that right now.
But one thing you have to know, listening to us, is that String and Clad reality TV fashion show is cooking up something very huge. And you would love to be a partaker of this beautiful cake that is coming out of it.
Before we let you go, we want you to give a message to every rising entrepreneur, creative right there, particularly in the fashion industry. What would you say to them?
Oh, I would say to them that String and Clad is more than just a show. It is a movement. It is an inspiration that is designed to help the next generation of fashion designers, to empower the present, and also to elevate the industry. So you ought to be part of this show.
Amazing. Let me just let you into the gist. This is not just for fashion designers. If you are a cobbler, is that what they call them?
Yes.
You make shoes.
Yes.
If you are an accessorizer, you make jewelry, or you're into that, or just anything that's got to do
Or
with
cosmetics,
fashion, cosmetics, and all that, just make sure that you stay put. Every Monday, 1 p.m. down to 1:30 p.m. Myself and Double I will be right here to make sure we give you all the updates. So trust me, if you snooze, you just might lose.
Thank you very much, Mr. Michael. It was nice having you on air.
Thank
And
you,
we,
Mr.
of
Michael.
course, we're going to have to do this again next Monday.
Thank you, Double I, and thank you, Dada.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, next week on String and Con Reality Fashion Radio Show, we will be discussing our very first topic. Should I drop it or should I just go it?
Okay, go ahead. Just go ahead.
Yeah, we'll be discussing why do customers think fashion designers are magicians, like I mentioned. So you definitely.
In other words, why do they think that tailors are juju people?
Yeah, we bring one AI picture. AI! And you will say, do it like this. Do it like that. Because you saw Nana on cathedral outfit. You saw what's an Osatiga there.
I told you I've got something to say about that, all right? So,
calm down. They're not magicians. They're just people like you with great minds. But yeah, we'll talk more about that next week.
All right, Calabar. Don't forget, it's been the maiden edition of String and Clad Fashion Reality Radio Show. And it's going to be up and bumping. You ain't seen nothing yet. So ensure that you stay glued next Monday. Make it a date with us, 1 p.m. right here on Paradise FM 105.5. And tune into the Double D's as they get on with the gist, the latest info on fashion you would love to love, and change your wardrobe in the midst of it. All right? Okay, so.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, Monday is the day and 1 p.m. is the time. So please stay stylish, stay confident, and we will see you next week on the runway. My name is Dollars.
And Double I.